What's going on, YouTube? We back again. Had a little downtime. It's raining cats and dogs, man. Pretty much been raining, man, for a week now. Really? Like, supposed to let up this weekend. Cool. It was blazing hot. You didn't want stuff to dry up, but man, I tell you what, it's been getting down. But it's your boy Zulu Guller. Like, share, subscribe. I'm back again. I got a gem for y'all, especially for you black men. I'm always dropping gems, whether you like it or not, but the information is fire. It's on point. Um, it's threatening, so I got to give it to you, man. And you get it here first. You get it here first. But as the title says, right, Kamala Harris does not like black men. She secretly hates them. She's going to play the role. She's going to have this great public smile on her face and happy-go-lucky, projection. But she don't like you, black man. She did it once like you. She was intrigued by you. But over the course of time, she has come to disdain you. Where does it come from? It comes from the D. That's number one. When she got introduced to the black D, right? And it's not just her. So I'm explaining this to you in a reality sense, somewhat scientific, and or we will consider from a health perspective, mental health perspective. She was introduced to the black dick. Black dick, black D. Uh, they say once you go black, you never go back. That's true in a sense. Even if they become divestors, they never go back because the hate and anger toward the black D sticks with them forever, just as much as they love the black D. They can still love the black D and hate a black man because they miss that real deal, right? Now, y'all thinking I'm talking far-fetched, but I'm not. What happens is three things. The introduction to the black D. The second thing is they didn't get to lock that one black man down they really wanted. And then this is twofold right here. This third thing, right? They run out of black men or go through too many black men or men in general. Most women, regardless of race, they reached a point where they had so many men and they couldn't get the man they wanted. Um, they get angry, they get upset, then they become extremely liberal, woke, um, all that crazy stuff you see, you know, especially with black women. The basis of what's going on with black women when you guys talk about they're masculine, they're angry, they're bitter, they have a bad attitude, it's because the black D, they can't get it the way they want within the man that they want, and they went through too many black men. Now, they love the black D. Don't get it twisted. They could be a cold stone divester. You know, they could be a cold stone divester. They can go to another group of men, but they have the imprint, and the imprint is going to go from a positive to a negative. The imprint is there, um, and that's the problem right now. All the black dudes she messed with, the one that she didn't get that she really wanted, forced her hand. And It also explains the treatment of black people, you know, during her career as a prosecuting attorney in California. This explains it. Um, Give me a second. All those guys she locked up, even the black women she locked up for minor things, even innocent, an innocent person. Um, that revenge factor is very, very dangerous. And see, this is a danger. This is a danger you need to look out just from anybody. I'm always reference that FBI report where law enforcement and areas of government were infiltrated KKK. Same scenario. Anybody can have a manifesto. They don't have to go shoot a building up and kill people. They can stealthily incorporate themselves into a system, get a position of power, and abuse their power. And she's continuing to do that right now because she told you she's specifically not going to do anything for black people. By default, she knows that she will be doing something for black men and she hates black men. She does not like black men. You know, again, she resents black men and she is upset with them because the one she wanted, she couldn't get, and she went through too many black men in general, right? Now, she covers it very well, you know, because she doesn't speak about black men, which makes her even more dangerous. At least the ones who get on shows like The View and The Real and stuff like that, Fox Soul, all that nonsense, at least they openly state their position so you know how to deal with them, right? So this is another reason why you should not vote for her. She's never going to do anything for black people because she dislikes black men and she does not want to help black men. It'll be different if she ever got the black man that she wanted. She'll have a different disposition, right? And you need to question all these black women uh, that have somebody as a part of that that's not black. You need to question that. This explains why you always see these immigrants, all these migrants and immigrants, all these foreign groups gain favor with the Democratic Party and gain all these resources and aids and things of that nature. And why nothing can be specific for black people, right? And you can only get your hand in the cookie jar if you become a part of the system, incorporate yourself into the system, and get in with the boule and the group. That's the only way they'll do it. They won't do it for a broad public um, standpoint. They won't do it from that, specifically for black people. It won't happen, right? And I know some of you guys that know, some of you guys that are up on game knows what happens to a woman when she's banned out. She's went through too many men, um, case in point, black men, when she's had too many D's, from too many different men, and that's the basis for their attitude and how they look at you and resent you. I mean, you guys got to figure this stuff out. You got to look at it. You know, that's just so many different things wrong with this woman. I mean, the woman really didn't identify as black early on until it became convenient for her and useful for her. Then she started doing so. She's traditionally, naturally, spiritually not a black woman. She's a black woman by technical default, DNA, genetics, being that most African descent people, since her father is Jamaican, you it's only going to get worse until you put these people on the spot. You know, those 1,400 women that wrote that letter to the Democratic Party,